what happened to Charlie Kirk.
I did.
And I didn't even watch the interview because I didn't want to watch that.
Like a toddler. I didn't want to watch it. You said nothing. I just watched 50 seconds videos. Benevolent. He sounds like that. Yeah.
We're gonna watch Channel 5 with Andrew Callaghan.
Yeah.
He did have an interview with Nick Shirley.
Show me the children.
Show me the children.
Where are the children?
Anyone who doesn't know Nick Shirley,
Yeah.
I mean, now we already said it.
Yeah.
The dude who went to the kindergartens in
Minneapolis.
And was like, oh, there's so much fraud going on.
Yeah.
Which there is also a number going around. 84% of fraud is being done by Somalis, which is not true.
Yeah.
Because there's literally one fraud case.
Yeah.
Which the fraud was led by a white woman.
Yeah.
And yes, 84% of the people who were part of it were Somali, but it is a single case.
Yeah, it would be like to say, in that one case in what you were involved, like 100% of the cases are you.
Yes.
Like the right-wing propaganda gets from day to day stupider.
Yes.
You know, before that they had the 1350 number. That was kind of, they tweaked the statistic, but now it's like we make just shit up.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, why not 100%? Why not 100 billions?
And now we're gonna watch the response from Andrew Callaghan because the interview was released.
Yeah.
And Nick Shirley was like, "Oh, Andrew Callaghan made me look bad."
Sorry.
Yes, I mean you don't have to do anything to make him look bad.
Nobody forced him to speak to the camera.
Yes, no one forced you to do.
There was not a gun on his head and said
exactly. And we're gonna watch the response from Andrew Callaghan.
Yeah.
Let's get into this.
Okay.
So, let's do this.
All right. So normally and historically, my policy for whenever somebody's saying some factually inaccurate stuff about me online is to turn the other cheek, keep my head down, and get back to grinding. But in this case, with Mr. Nick Shirley, who is now falsely accusing me of conducting an unfairly edited.
But wait, he said he edits it.
Yes, edits a 2.5 hour long interview into 1 hour and cuts out any part where he looks bad. Journalism is only journalism when you show the truth, and you only post what will benefit whatever the fuck is after that.
But yeah.
The interview, I think I'm going to pick option 2 and let people know what went down. Journalistic integrity is something that I kind of take a little bit seriously, and I can see a future wherein access is limited to prominent people, especially conservatives, if I don't dispel this false narrative immediately in its entirety right the heck now. So to do this right, I want to show you a couple of things, including text messages between him and I. And
okay, you speak for Andrew, and I am Nick Shirley, okay?
The backdrop. Okay, you're that true.
The backdrop of this interview is hilarious. Fun watching the reactions from both sides. Appreciate you coming out. Wish you best luck in all you do, bro.
Yo, Nick, thank you, bro. Means a lot that you took the time, and definitely one of the best interview backdrops ever. I'm headed to Greenland now, which should be fun. I remember you went there a while
ago.
Something. Wish you the best to keep something.
Between him and I. And
there we go. I remember you went there a while back. Wish you the best to keep doing your thing.
Nice. Greenland will be epic and cold.
Epic.
Lemme, if you need any local, I still have some contacts there. Just curious why you didn't post the full 2-hour interview instead of selected 1 hour of the interview.
Yeah, man, could definitely use those contacts. Primarily cut it down because of either dead air, which is pauses, stammering, or moments of silence, but also trimmed topics. Mainly ones that felt unfocused or took listeners away from the main topics of fraud, new media, your upbringing and style, etc. Pretty standard for us when it comes to raw, long-term interviews. For Hunter Biden, we shaved off even more. If you want the raw angles and audio, I can send to you clip for your own channel. Whatever you want, man. Main.
Actual footage of the working premiere sequence that I
my
used to edit
God.
the interview, so you can see what was cut and why.
I mean, I also cut
Yeah, but yours doesn't look like this.
yeah, and that's a podcast. It's part of the. You have speak wrongly or you say something wrong, but I don't cut like everything out. But it's an interview, okay?
Yes.
It's a different setup. But like Andrew helped him to that he don't look stupid, and he said, "Oh, you just clipped it. Why are you not posting the whole interview, bro? He helped you. Like, come on."
Yes, but we'll see exactly what
Look how much like
Yes.
Jesus.
So let's begin with an editing lesson. So when we're dealing with a long-form interview of somebody who talks very slowly and circles back to repetitive talking points, one of the first things that we do in post-production is cutting what's called dead air, which means long pauses between words or sentences or fixable verbal stammers that slow down the conversation and risk boring the viewer. So in this raw interview with Nick, which had a total runtime of 2 hours and 2 minutes, we had to cut nearly half an hour of dead air to make it listenable. Many people like to choose their words carefully, so I get it, but there was a couple points in the interview that even in person we had to have Nick repeat himself because the crew felt that no amount of corrective editing would possibly be able to make him sound normal.
It's been an interesting few days, past 72 hours. My video on the expose of the fraud in Minnesota is the most viewed video
Minnesota?
ever, longer than 10 minutes, other than Mr. Beast.
Can you say the fraud in Minnesota again? Because you kind of stuttered.
Yeah. Wait, are there going to be cuts in this or just going to be one take?
Which will make it perfect. So if we ask for to say it again, it's just to make sure you say it perfectly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Which is literally already like a thing where it's like, hey, you said it a bit weird, maybe you want to do it again so you look better.
We can see the boy.
Yes, you can wait.
I did that one.
What?
The camera is over his head.
Oh,
Now we are Nick Shirley. Now just give it just on the corner.
let's put it down here.
Yeah,
There
we want now people would think we are Nick Shirley.
we go.
other than Mr. Beast.
Wait.
Of the fraud in Minnesota is the most viewed video ever, longer than 10 minutes, other than Mr. Beast.
Can you say the fraud in Minnesota again? Because you kind of stuttered.
Yeah. Wait, are there going to be cuts in this or just going to be one take?
Which will make it
You just
perfect.
talk
So
like
if we
that.
ask for to say it again, it's just to make sure you say it perfectly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, my video on the fraud in Minnesota
That's
is
so
the
me.
most viewed video ever by a creator, longer than 10 minutes, expose style, than anybody other than the name of Mr. Beast.
So bear with me here.
Yeah.
I'm going to show
I mean, I also have that problem, but I speak to you in my third language. He speaks English. He's American, and he also said he speaks Spanish, but he speaks.
I don't believe that. Not gonna lie, I don't believe.
Yeah,
even
that's you're right.
even if he speaks perfect Spanish in front of me, I'd be like, no, it's
Yeah.
not real.
That's the reason why I say people believe that what they want to believe. Like I can't force people to believe what I believe.
course.
They will say no. I believe it even more that vaccines cause autism or just tiny little cause. I can just. That's the reason why I stopped. I said okay. If you want to believe me, believe me. Like,
If you don't want to believe, then don't.
Okay.
You're free to do so.
yeah.
you the raw footage and we'll see how with the magic of editing, we were able to make Nick sound actually smarter and faster than he was.
Doesn't work. I mean, yeah. It doesn't.
I did not watch the full interview, right?
Thanks God.
Yes, thank God I didn't. I mean,
I got dumber. Yeah, I watched the cutted video. I got dumber.
great.
It's just talking points that you heard from other right wingers, but way stupider than he.
Yes.
Like, but if you want to watch it, I can't. I'm not your father. I can say you don't watch it. But if you want to watch it, I can do nothing.
Yeah, you can watch whatever you want.
Yeah.
person. Check this out. How does that make you feel, like gratification-wise, as an independent journalist?
Well, I think it's the first video you've seen in a long time where a journalist actually went and created a video that created a change instantaneously. For instance, you had the HHS, Health and Human Services. They froze all funding to childcare inside of Minnesota and then they're asking for businesses to prove that they are legit businesses before they give tax dollars to these businesses that are not really businesses.
How does that make you feel, like gratification-wise, as an independent journalist?
Well, I think it's the first video you've seen in a long time where a journalist actually went and created a video that created a change instantaneously. For instance, you had the Health and Human Services. They froze all funding to childcare inside of Minnesota, and then they're asking for businesses to prove that they are legit businesses before they give tax dollars to these businesses.
So in that interview, we probably did that same thing as far as trimming dead air and splicing B-roll. No joke, probably 30 times, as you can see here on the timeline. And it was never to take him out of context, but to help him get his point across. We do this for every good faith interview or 5cast we've conducted so far. From Hunter Biden, which had a raw runtime of
That's Sleepy Joe Jr.
Yes.
5 hours before being cut to 324, to Hunter Kozak, to Alex Jones, to Hamilton Morris, Janet DeSanti, to pretty much everybody we've ever talked to.
Exactly. 100% not. Is that and there's this conflation that people have. I mean, I think they're opening up an investigation to cocaine that was found in a cubby outside.
I mean, the thing is, the reason why he talks like that, he has taken a lot of fucking drugs. he's had his fun.
Yeah, and you have to choose his word carefully. I get that, and but
even though he is not a politician, even though he's not, really, he never really wanted to do anything like that. But the Republicans, especially Trump, just put him in the spotlight.
Hunter Biden's laptop, Hunter Biden. I think there is Hunter Biden's penis is now really.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Great. Like I would.
Amazing.
Great. Like.
Everybody saw his dick.
Yeah. Good. Dick. What's the word? No, I'm
What?
him. Dick meat.
Dick pic.
No, meat.
What?
Like he have good meat.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen his dick.
I also, but I heard Hassan. He said, yeah, I have.
Yeah, from what I've heard, he's well endowed, to put it in good and nice and civil terms.
Yeah, but we are also Nick Shirley, and we are.
Yes, there are two wolves inside us.
Maybe like
the West Wing of the White House.
We aren't live streamers or live podcasters, and we like to package our interviews for efficiency and entertainment value. So that's just something that we do. So the other cuts in the Nick Shirley interview that weren't dead air related were conversational beats that I personally found either boring, repetitive, or so off topic to the point that they derailed the conversation away from its intended focus, which was fraud in Minnesota and Shirley's personal background. We cut probably 25 minutes of unproductive, redundant banter about Portland, Mormonism, gay marriage, his new crypto coin. I heard you also made a coin of some kind.
I did not. Well, I didn't make a coin. I just joined a platform where you can monetize your content, and there actually. So yeah, it is a coin. You can then monetize your content, just similar to like how you upload on TikTok. You can upload your stuff on there. It's just based off Coinbase.
The history and ethics of welfare in America, and 6 whole, nearly identical back and forths about his 89% statistic.
And that's the thing with the new right-wing propaganda. You can just, disprove it with one Google search.
Yeah.
And it's not for people, the people who watch Nick Shirley are the people who already believe that. Like, believe after...
Yeah, and they're not the people who are like, oh yeah, I am ready to to be taught different. They want to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, even if that for the normal people, like for 80% of the population, they said, oh my God, why you want to see the children? Like, the Trump administration start talking about the Somalis, and then it's okay. That's strange because Americans don't do racism that way. That's they do black, white, like they have very simple. And they go Somalis, and everyone's okay. Why? And
Why exactly Somalis?
yeah, because they can't see the difference. The Americans,
Yeah.
you know, like skinny person, black person, Somali, fat one, Afro-American. Like they can't see the difference or between an Ethiopian person. And now it's like the government says something, and then the people who are right-wing grifters say the exactly same thing, not a variation of it, exactly.
No, they just follow. They just follow what they say.
Yeah.
What the administration says.
Like going from John Peterson's Ben Shapiro to Asmongold, and Asmongold, okay, he's also cosplaying a roach. He's a millionaire, but he's he's cosplaying it to somebody who can't speak full sentences. Like that's the that's now the level of right-wing propaganda. Like I learned more English now in the time where we make a podcast. You know, I learned more English, but why should I learn more? I just could learn talking points.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, a lot of people only listen to the talking points.
Yeah.
They don't actually want to. They don't really want to know properly.
Just confirm my worldview.
Yeah, they just want their worldview to be confirmed. They want their opinions to be confirmed, and that's the thing. If you're not ready to be convinced of otherwise,
Yeah.
you know, then talking to you about stuff like this does not make a lot of sense. A person cannot be convinced if they do not want to be convinced.
Yeah. And a lot of people say Nick is a stupid person and so on. He talks funny, you know. How someone talks, it's not don't show if he's intelligent or not. Okay. But this guy is like claiming a lot of things against Somalis, and then talks like Walter White Jr. or Patrick Star. Bro, nah, you can't do that. And he's not the dum-dum. The people who watches him are the dum-dum. He's just a right-wing grifter, for me. Like, everybody has his own opinion.
I mean, from
yeah.
what I've seen from him, he is a Fed, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't just get into, what was the name?
C-Code. I mean
Yes,
C-Code, yeah.
you don't just get into C-Code because you're an influencer, you know?
And make it look good to C-Code.
Yes.
Like, oh, they're doing here things and so on. Like, but I can't prove it. He's a right-wing grifter. It's easy to be a right-wing grifter, but I think we will have in the near future proof that he's paid in kind of way.
That he falls back on unchallenged.
89% of the fraud is being committed by Somalians, and 89% of the fraud being committed inside Minnesota is by the Somalian population. 89% of the fraud happening by people who were brought into our country and then committing fraud. So 89% of the fraud happening in Minnesota is from the Somalian population.
Right, but 95% of Somali Americans in Minnesota are legal.
Yeah, 89% of Somalians are committing fraud.
Since we ended up including an extensive dialogue about that stat around the 50-minute mark of the final cut, I personally didn't feel the need to torture all of you guys with 5 other versions of that conversation.
89% of the population, or 89% of the fraud being committed in Minnesota is by Somalians.
And just so we can put that on screen.
Do you know 89% of the fraud is committed by Somalians
What? No.
in Minnesota? He just said it 7 times.
Yeah, wait. So people see. There we go. There's a counter. He said it 7 times.
Yeah. Just a walking talking point machine. Like.
Verify. Do you know where that data is from?
Yes, you can put it up on screen. It's up. It's public.
And if you watch that raw cut, the 2-hour cut, which I made clear in text with Nick that I was willing to share with him in 4K when I got back. Like from
The
Greenland,
Lithuania,
you
sorry.
will see exactly what I mean. This is not a Sacha Baron Cohen style ambush edit or a Jim Jeffries Avi Yemeni situation where I primed him, by saying crazy shit to get his guard down and then Shanghai him with post-production. I was trying to help Nick Shirley, which it seems up until yesterday he really appreciated. So after the interview came out about a week ago, he texted me right after saying the backdrop of this interview is hilarious. It was filmed in his uncle's upscale game room in Farmington, Utah, in front of several taxidermied bears that were presumably killed by the Shirley family. He goes on to say, fun watching the reaction from both sides. Appreciate you coming out. Wish you the best in all you do, bro. To which I replied kindly. But then the Clippers started doing the thing that they do Hunter Biden, finding the most outrageous or dumb soundbite in the entire piece and memeing it into oblivion while missing the entire point of the dialogue, which was to try to find common ground on issues like affordability and the collapse of the mainstream media.
I mean, I fundamentally hope that everything you're saying is true, just so you know.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah,
I hope we all have the best interest in society and for our people, because
yeah.
the affordability is insane and people can't buy houses. And if we're talking about creating change, we need to let innovation prosper inside the United States.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing it. We're not seeing innovation. In fact, we're seeing fraudsters take our money.
If you guys saw, the clip that did the most rounds was when Nick tried and failed to pronounce the word benevolent.
Who do you think are the 3 most benevolent billionaires?
What do you mean by the word benevolent?
Just well-intentioned, positive billionaires who you think are creating, net positive societal progress.
Trump, our president?
Because he
But
Even know what the fuck it meant
yeah, and
before that.
yeah, victim of the American education.
Education
He's from
system,
Utah,
yeah.
yeah. Like benevolent.
Benevolent. I mean, after a question like that, answering Trump is also like, oof.
Greatest, yeah, great. He's like, no. Some people say he's stupid. We shouldn't go too hard on him. It feels like ableism to go hard on him, but this guy makes propaganda for the pedophile protector president, and
He
this
actively makes it, and he actively takes part. in
yeah.
it.
Then we will not go easy on him.
Yeah.
Like, and then we will make fun of everything of him. Like, oh, benevolent. Like he's the stereotype of the stupid American. That's the reason why we think Americans are stupid. But I thought that before that too. But he's like he's confirmed by bias that they are all inbred hillbillies.
The typical American, I guess, from a European's perspective.
We lost socialism here.
I mean, have you
Yeah.
have you seen the American tourists that come here?
Yeah, that's the educated one.
Yeah, but they're so loud, and they don't know anything.
Yeah, but that's like the better person, like the better. But imagine you would encounter a hillbilly or like somebody like Nick Shirley.
I mean, with a hillbilly, at least you could have some fun with them. You could actually talk with them. Yeah, they might be a bit uneducated and whatever,
Little bit is
a little bit,
drinking some moonshine.
but still, you could have some fun with them. What am I gonna do with a Nick Shirley type person?
She sounds like a toddler who
Yeah.
learned to speak. And
I mean, I don't even know why. Like especially the Republicans, they're always like, oh, a person and has to be like this and that, and you have to carry yourself a certain way and whatever. And then they turn around and are like, this Nick Shirley guy who sounds like
toddler,
who sounds like a toddler, who sounds like
Walter White Jr.
Walter White Jr., I guess. Oh, actually, he is the best journalist out there.
Yeah, I mean, I like really talk now. I understand that politicians will use him because they are dishonest people. Like
Yes.
J.D. Vance said he should get the Pulitzer Prize for that, going to house and to say where are the children with this old creep guy, David. But
Yes.
if you have more information about David, just publish it. But we don't know nothing about this guy. He's just, I watched the Child Curse and I don't see any children. Like, okay, but I want to know
Why did you watch them?
Like I want to know, who are you? Why are you doing that?
Mhm.
And it's not journalism, it's just confirming your bias and going with 7 people to daycares and harassing people. And say, oh, fraud, I find fraud. And
Never said it.
defending the frauds, like the corruptest government that we know.
Yeah, the Trump administration is really not the best that America could do.
Yeah.
Right, and said benevolent twice. There was no way to cut the dead air or trim the stammer, so we left it in. And personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal to not know that word. I mean, he is wearing a hoodie that is making fun of immigrants for their spelling errors.
And that's the reason why we make fun of him.
He did. The thing is, like, if you are going to wear a shirt, you know, the background of this shirt is, of this hoodie, whatever he's wearing, is that there was like a kindergarten or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was supposed to say learning center,
Yeah.
but they left out one of the R's, so
Yeah.
it was leaning center.
Yeah.
And he also said that in front of Congress.
Yeah.
By the way, he mentioned it.
Yeah. Oh my God, this guy was in front of Congress. Oh.
Yes. And you are getting mad at that, you know, that a business like that, because they are businesses.
Yeah.
They're not state institutions
Or city
or like city institutions.
They get just money from the city.
Yes. And then you turn around and then you don't even know what benevolent means and you can't even say it. A bit hypocritical, just a tiny bit.
Yeah. The thing is, hypocrisy don't work with the people, you know?
Yes.
Hypocrisy. It doesn't work. Like, even engaging in their talking points, arguments, like, it doesn't work. You could say, you know, well, actually, you're wrong. That's the number. They say, no, I believe that. And the only thing that you can say to the people are, you are stupid if you believe him. And this propaganda is stupid. You don't have to interact with that propaganda. You can just say, what the fuck you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, learn to say the word benevolent and shut the fuck up. Like, you can't, you know. But people argue with them, you know, the liberals and so on, but there's nothing to argue against it. It's like made up story, and you know, all Somalis committing 89% of the fraud. It's made up things. You can Google it, and Google say, yeah, it's not true.
Yeah, and Google is gonna be like, hey, while the numbers are true for a single case, there is not enough data to go on.
Yeah.
To make that kind of statement.
Yeah.
And again, for anyone who actively believes that 89% of Somalis are committing fraud in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Please, 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 please look for a professional who is going to break it down for you, who is going to explain to you why that just simply is not true.
No, I want to believe it. I want Somali is bad, white good, and like, you know, because, you know, this guy makes money off of it, okay? He makes the propaganda, and some people have no morals and say, okay, I make propaganda for everyone. That's the reason why I will not call him dumb. But then you have people that say, oh, that's my guy, dude, you know? Seeing people like Nick Shirley and seeing people like RFK Jr. and saying, boy, that guy knows a lot, that's my guy, dude. You are the stupid person for that.
Yeah.
And I will not engage in arguments, because if you engage in arguments with them on the topic, that's a win for them. They're dishonest, like, and the people who believe that they watch, I don't know, all the time Fox News and Newsmax, like 24 hours news circle. So,
I mean, they don't even watch Fox News anymore.
Yeah, Fox News is too
because
liberal.
Fox News
is too liberal.
Yeah, Fox News gives here and there, they give some pushback to the Trump administration. And Newsmax is literally glazing Trump all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And also the 24/7 news cycle
Yeah, this broke the brains of the
of especially the older population.
yeah grandparents and so on. Yeah, but we should just take it now there. Huh? But now continue. Enlighten us, Nick Shirley.
But benevolent has more syllables than learning, so I get it. But the comments on this clip were brutal. Like actually,
Oh!
genuinely
You handled this interview incredibly well, Andrew.
Incredibly well, Andrew. I
mean.
applaud your patience.
And
That's Nick Shirley. Is this Nick Shirley or Patrick Star? I don't know.
Who knows?
50K. And that's a thing outside that bubble, you know. He's getting, you know,
he's getting roasted. Yeah.
slammed in the like they. Oh my God! Like
it couldn't have felt good from his
can't even pronounce or understand what benevolent means.
perspective to read these things.
That's also Nick. He
We're talking tens.
There's also
wearing merch.
making fun of people who speak English as their second language while barely being able to speak it as his native tongue. Incredible.
Yeah, and do you see the likes here?
Of thousands of
Someone
people
make
declaring
BENEVOLENT
this guy
merch.
is
That's maybe that's for us, you know. He have no
Copyright.
he don't have a copyright about that. Maybe
This guy has an untreated concussion, right? That is a valid question.
yeah, and it's funny to say that things, but I think he's just a right-wing grifter, and the talking points getting stupider.
Of course, he actively decides to share
Yeah.
these things. There is no amount of dumbness or learning disabilities or anything that should free you from the criticism and the consequences
Yeah, that's
of
just
what you are
I
doing.
think that's just a strategy to say, look, I'm so dumb, you can't own me. But I think I thought this for a few years ago also. Like some people are just dumb, not they're just evil.
Yeah.
Like
There is this thing where a lot of people don't believe that there is anyone who's truly evil, but we have a lot of people around us who are evil.
yeah,
You do not need to really like look for them. You see them every day, every single day. You see these people on TV, you see them on the internet, you see them also like around you. Everyone has this colleague at work or at school who's just unnecessarily rude and toxic. These kinds of people, they decide, they actively want to be evil, they actively want to make your life harder, even though there is no reason for them to do so.
I mean, I have to differentiate between, you know, content creator, politicians. You know, I think a lot of people say Chuck Schumer is incompetent. No, he's just evil.
He's just evil.
Just if he was incompetent, then he would not be a senator for I don't know 100 years now.
Yeah.
And Nick Shirley is just like that. I can prove it. I can't prove it, but he says makes propaganda for the administration. So he chooses what he says.
He makes propaganda for the warmongering pedophile administration.
Give me Greenland, and Trump is one of the best billionaires. But yeah, that's this outside of the bubble. And you see, people don't agree with him. Just he says, whatever, I see a grown adult parroting this kid, I am like, damn.
Retarded, which he's not. But there are some moments in the interview that even with dead air trimmed for speed, Nick does not give his best performance, particularly when blaming immigrants for rising rent prices.
It's just simple supply and demand.
Just a talking point from the government. Like J.D. Vance said some similar things, but way smarter.
There is also the same talking points here where they're like, because of immigrants, rent is so expensive. No, it isn't.
Unregulated market.
Yes.
And the supply and demand is just kind of bullshit.
Supply and demand is just bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, companies make the supply and they also make the demand.
Yeah, but housing is people need housing.
Yes, people need housing, and in that case, they intentionally keep back the supply.
Yeah.
So demand is higher,
Yeah.
and so they can rent and sell for higher prices.
Yeah, it's just it's just made up. Like they, if the market was regulated, then you would have that. But they're just as a talking point.
If you have 20 million people who need to come and buy a house or rent an apartment, and you have other people who need it, you're going to raise the prices.
Suggesting
Good
that
job,
Muslim
Nick.
Americans keep multiple wives in private while dismissing the association with his own religion, Mormonism, and polygamy as just a harmful stereotype.
Andrew, hypocrisy don't work by these people. Just say you're a fucking moron, you're stupid. If you believe that guy, you're stupid. And that doesn't work on the people.
Yeah, it's
For years they tried, well, actually that's very hypocritical of you to say. That doesn't work by that people.
Yeah, they always just want to give everyone else rules, but they don't want to keep to any rules.
Yeah, like he said, Islam, they have 4 wives, and where are my 4 wives?
Yeah.
And
Where are our 4 wives?
and
I don't see them.
And the funny thing is, there's also the same stereotype about Mormons. They have all
Yes,
the
that they have multiple wives.
and this, he says in the interview, no, that's not true. And yeah, bro, okay, maybe you think you are with your money special and nothing will happen to you, but they will go now they're going after the Jewish people like Ben Shapiro. They will also go against Mormons. They would say, they're not real Christian, fuck them. Stupid guy. He will find out.
As far as the wives go, that's not a thing in Utah.
It's not a thing in Utah.
That's a negative stereotype.
Negative stereotype.
And also,
But no, the 4 wives in Islam is not.
Yeah, the 4 wives in Islam is totally true, and every Muslim man has 4 wives or
At
is going
least.
to have 4 wives. Yeah,
If he has not 4 wives, he's gay. Like,
but for Mormons and other,
it's just a stereotype.
it's just a stereotype. It's not true.
Yeah.
Sure, buddy.
Sure, buddy. Yeah, that's perfect. Just sure, buddy. That's
confronting me about staying silent on the death of Charlie Kirk, while admitting that he consciously chose to not watch the video that I made in the immediate aftermath
That
of it.
is
And so I
this part is I think is incredibly funny.
yeah.
thought that was kind of messed up of you to not publicly denounce what happened to Charlie Kirk.
I did.
And I didn't even watch the interview because I didn't want to watch that.
Like a toddler. I didn't want to watch it. You said nothing. I just watched 50 seconds videos. Benevolent. He sounds like that.
Yeah. Like, so many of the people who voted for Trump, they listened to him, right? Because Trump is also like,
If Trump would say tomorrow we have, I don't know, the stupidest things, then you would have some kind of propaganda from the right-wing influencers.
yes. And like, a lot of people who voted for Trump, they have children, they know how toddlers and kids how they act,
Yeah.
and then they turn around though and they listen to him, and they're not like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I've had some experiences with my children where they have done literally the same fucking thing like this dude.
I didn't want to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because it confirms the bias.
yeah, that is true. It confirms their bias, so they just ignore it.
Like 20% of the American populations, for that video is for them. It's not for us. It's for
Yeah.
them. And Andrew helped you, and you're too stupid to understand it.
Well, you should watch it.
I don't want to.
Well, you should watch the video because I say some stuff in it.
Okay, cool.
None of these moments were a very good look for Nick, but I did not engineer them that way. And if
I believe in Andrew. Like, I believe him. He tried to help, and he's like, no. And he uploaded the whole video on his second channel,
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley. And I promise you guys something, okay? If we get monetized this year, you know, on YouTube. I will watch the uncutted director's cut kind of interview. Like I will watch it. I will. You know, I like to suffer, and we can suffer together. Because you know that's a hobby. That's the reason why we watch the 15 minutes video of Andrew Callaghan,
Callahan, yeah.
and not the 3 hour, 2 hour video with Nick Shirley where he can say benevolent or say some that same talking points 8 or 9 times.
Yeah.
Like I promise you guys, but you have to also subscribe and like and watch. Okay, I have a job. I can't. You know, I have things to do.
I'm not going to react to that video, by the way. That will be a solo you.
Yeah, I like to suffer. Yeah.
As a betting man, I would suggest that much of the hostility displayed toward him in the comments is because his reporting, which was signal boosted by Trump and his cronies, has been a driving factor in ICE's decision to.
Yeah, and that's the reason why you say, okay, he's a Fed. You know, he got signal boosted. Like.
Yep. And because of him, literally because of him, there have already been 2 people who've been killed by ICE.
Yeah, or 3. Like the number is increasing, but there
Yes,
is protests
it is increasing.
there.
I mean, just yesterday?
Yeah, it's.
They literally publicly executed a man.
Yeah, and I said,
if anyone who watches the video, you will see it. You
Yeah.
will see that it was a public execution and nothing more.
Just send ICE not to Liberal City. Just send them also to red areas, and then the people would change their attitude towards ICE. They would say,
Yes.
"Oh, I hate them too," like. And yeah, that's easy. You are a 23-year-old iPad kid kind of guy. You make a video, you get signal boosted, and now they send that ICE to Minneapolis, and now nobody talks about the Epstein files anymore. Great.
Amazing.
But people don't forget that, like the Ford worker, this GigaChat guy, TJ
Oh
Sabula.
yeah, he got a lot. He got a lot from. I mean, he got fired, right?
Then suspended.
He got suspended.
But he said nothing wrong. Pedophile
Yeah.
protector. Trump gave him the middle finger and said twice "fuck you, f you,"
Mhm.
and he got suspended. And then he took all the risk, you know. And
I mean, as just to put something here, you know, if you are the president of a country, maybe it's not that great to insult others, even if they insult you.
and no, he said nothing wrong. That was not an insult.
Yes,
That was
yes.
just a fact. Like
No, I mean from his view, it was probably an insult, you know.
Yeah.
But even if someone insults you, and that goes for like every politician,
yeah.
maybe you don't want to insult them back. That it just does not go well.
Maybe if he just ignored it, nobody would know.
Yeah,
But now everybody knows.
yeah. Everybody knows, and the dude got a lot of money from his
GoFundMe.
he got a lot of donations.
Over $300,000.
Yes.
Normally, white people high risk, no reward, but he took all the risk and got
He
all
got
the
all
reward.
the reward.
Yeah, like person of the year. But Mamdani is, you know, he's working too hard. You know, maybe he will win it back to back. But we see just January, you know.
Escalate their presence in Minneapolis, you know, kidnapping kids from local high schools, terrorizing U.S. citizens in their own communities, shooting people in the streets, and hiding behind masks like the goddamn cowards they are. However, that's just my personal opinion. I don't like ICE.
We share the same opinion.
Yes.
Like, mask off, please. Coward.
I don't like Trump, which is something that I made clear to Nick in the interview.
What do you think about Trump?
I don't like him. There was no deception anywhere. But
Based.
sometimes, and I'm not sure what the word is for this in the journalism field, the person that you interview views your fans as an extension of you. So if your fans are dicks to them, they kind of feel like that's you shading them. And that's definitely what happened. Right after the benevolent clip went micro-viral, Nick began to send texts to me that alluded to the footage being manipulated, writing, Greenland will be epic and cold. Let me know if you need any locals. I still have some contacts there. Just curious though, why didn't you post a full 2+ hour
He
interview
did it in the right
instead
way.
of the selected 1 hour of the interview? Notice the word selected. Nick suggests that I cherry-picked his worst moments, which is concerning because we consciously did the opposite. But as you can see from these texts, I
That's just deflection. He does in on his videos where he cuts it like the answer maybe he cut it away like that he looks like right, and that's just deflection, and
Yeah.
that's the reason why I say okay, he's not just a dum-dum, he's just a dishonest right-wing grifter.
explained our entire editing process to him, as I did to all of you. And as I mentioned, even offered to send him all of the raw video files when I get home from Greenland, which I'm doing now, and gave him full permission to clip any and all moments of the piece for his own socials. Fast forward to 2 days later. I wake up in Nuuk, Greenland to see that Nick has posted a video filmed on a sly side camera, captioned something like, "In case you guys want to know how the interview really went, here's this." Nick's bullshit crybaby video here points to 2 pieces of damning evidence. Exhibit A.
Evidence don't work on that stupid people.
Nick grills me here about Democrat cities being catastrophic failures after failing to understand that I am not a supporter of the Democrat Party. I am from Seattle, a failed blue city, and then asks me
It's a little bit too much. I mean, Seattle has its problems, but failed is like there are other cities, you know.
No, I mean, look,
Compared to you have almost
Look, supporting the Democrats the way they are right now is not good.
Yeah.
You know, in American politics, I am also not a fan of the Democrats, neither of the Republicans.
Yeah.
And I'm also not a fan of being like, oh, but you have to choose the lesser evil.
yeah.
That is just not a realistic thing that you
Yeah,
can.
he's agreeing with you, but
Yes,
Seattle, you know, you have to always compare to the U.S. cities, and you have red cities or red towns there.
Yeah, but they could do it so much better.
Yeah.
They could do it so much better.
But I think they have also now a DSA mayor in Seattle. But yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I hope that they figure everything out, and that all those cities and the whole country, every person should not be should not live that bad, you
Yeah.
know, especially in the richest country on the planet, in the country that basically controls Western economy,
yeah, of global economy.
global
And-
global economy.
yeah, and you know, Andrew tried to help him, you know, but yeah, you have to, you know, maybe he don't speak so English as well.
named thriving blue cities. So I named Austin, Nashville, El Paso, and then while smirking, I mentioned Denver because
He had to mention New York City. Oh my God, Andrew, I'm disappointed.
as shown in Nick's angle, I didn't actually know if Denver was doing well because I don't spend much time in Colorado.
Like, when have you seen an American city? What American city is prospering right now?
Austin.
Austin. Name another one.
You say city name so good. You know so many. You know so many
You
cities.
know, so many cities. Oh my God.
Name another one.
El Paso, Texas.
El Paso, Texas is prospering.
Yeah. I think
Why do you think?
it's doing better. New bars and restaurants have opened, but I can probably think of some better examples.
what?
Nashville's doing good. Austin's doing good. Phoenix is doing good. Basically, any place with low
You will
state
have
tax
a toddler tantrum.
is getting a lot of.
In any place that's not Democrat.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Name a Democrat city that's prospering right now.
well, it would
New
have
York City, you moron.
I mean, that was I think the interview was before Mamdani even.
No, it was in January, the interview.
Was it? Well, maybe it was.
Like, guys, you can correct us,
maybe
but
they-
New York City. New York City.
Maybe they, because look, this was. Oh yeah, no.
That's the answer, but the interview was.
Yeah.
But
No.
he had to make it in 1 week. He had.
Well, I don't know how long, like what their upload schedule and everything is.
He learned just the talking point. Democrat states and
Yes.
bad.
Yes.
be one that's affordable.
Name one.
A city inside of a blue state that is
He
prosperous.
tries the Charlie Kirk, but way worse. Like, what this mean? Name one. Name all.
It's so bad.
He tried. He had. I think he had some rhetoric training, but you see,
Doesn't get him anything.
Denver.
I understand Andrew. If you would press him too hard, he would just cry
Yeah,
and
he
leave.
would just leave.
And
Yeah.
other right wingers would say, "Oh, I can't go there because he will, would crush me."
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy would just, would cry and would say, like, what's happened?
Well,
Why are you smirking?
Because I don't know if it's prospering or
Because
not.
it's not.
I'm just
See, you can't
It
even
is
answer
not.
the question.
It's
dude.
saying it's
How do-
not.
It's
It's
not
not
prospering.
not.
Denver's not prospering either.
But in post-production, I did some research and found out that my intuition was correct. Denver is currently experiencing a decline in violence and property crime, a large influx in population, job growth in the aerospace, tech, and healthcare sectors.
so
Andrew,
it
you
is.
was true. Just
He was right. But he didn't know. When he said it, he didn't know.
But do you think Nick Shirley knows things?
No, of
But
course
he said
not.
it. He said it with with all his chest.
Nick Shirley just says it with confidence, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, most manly thing to do, alpha male. Just say things with confidence.
and a number of other great things. So I chose to trim a brief section after I mentioned Denver that indicates a bit of self-doubt, given that I ended up being correct. I also trimmed a soundbite where I said that many Democrat cities are run poorly because it was redundant. After our conversation about Denver, I then launched into a tirade about how I am not a Democrat, don't believe in the capacity of the two-party system to enact meaningful change, believe that Gavin Newsom has misappropriated California's tax revenue through NGOs, reinforce my belief in voting on the local level, and then give Nick the benefit of the doubt and say that I hope he's right about Trump and the GOP's ability to mitigate the affordability crisis that's made many places like my hometown, Seattle, unlivable for those who grew up there.
So I support voting on a local level for sure.
I also suggest if you're watching this and you want to see videos that I've made about dysfunctional blue cities, watch San Francisco streets, Albuquerque streets, Las
Albuquerque streets, Walter White, like
Vegas tunnels, and Philly streets. So the second clip that Nick posted really makes my blood boil because it is so disingenuous. As
it's not about me, but my blood is boiling because this guy have so much attention, like this Nick Shirley guy. Like
Yeah, it's so much unnecessary attention that he's getting.
yeah,
Just a couple of years ago, he would be laughed off. You
Yeah.
know, and
even from the
now-
right.
Yes,
But
and-
the right, the people who are left are the dumbest of the dumbest.
yeah, and now a person like this gets celebrated for
Yeah.
doing nothing.
I mean, Esmond Gold is too intellectual for those people who watch Nick Shirley.
Yeah, true.
Because-
Mr. I don't have to read any articles.
But he can speak
I just
in
have
full
to-
sentences.
I just have to. I can trust my intuition.
Yeah, I trust my intuition not to visit Roachman's house. I would biohazard.
I mentioned 6 or 7 times in this interview, Nick
6,
references
7.
the stat that 89% of fraud in Minnesota is committed by Somalis. We aired the version where we asked him to show us the data on his phone, which he found using Google search results powered by ChatGPT. So in the video he posted, we can see me look in the camera after he shows it to me and saying something like, all right, damn, I guess he's right then. Let's put that on screen.
Here, right here, the figure 89% does not represent the total
Represent-
percentage.
There
of
we
all fraud
go.
and
That's also very funny. I mean, Andrew Callahan said it just now that Nick Shirley Googled that 89% number, and now Google
Yeah,
is literally telling him, no, it's not right.
look at me. Look at how stressed he looks.
The figure 89% does not
He's pretending that he can read.
represent the total percentage of all fraud in Minnesota. Instead, it refers to the percentage of individuals charged in connection with specific high-profile federal fraud cases. Millions.
89% of those charged in connection with major... Wow.
Identified as
And there is one case.
Yeah,
Somalian Americans.
Well, looks like there's a...
he tries to be bad faith, but it's to stop it for bad faith.
It looks like
I'm interested to see what you put in this interview because
Looks like there is a problem with fraud.
He is kind of right. However, the stat refers specifically to the already litigated Feeding Our Future case, which resulted in over 60 fraud convictions in Minnesota. The ringleader of the nonprofit behind the scam, Amy Bach, is white, but it is
He
true.
doesn't fit the narrative. That's the reason why they don't talk about her. It's
Yeah,
because
she was literally the figurehead of the whole thing.
yeah, and he said things in the interview like Somalis are known for pirates and so.
Yeah, and
like,
if we look up how many, because we can calculate it, how many Somalis live in Minneapolis?
the thing is, it would hard to find the number because most of the Somalis in Minneapolis are U.S. citizens.
Yeah, but there is probably some number floating around.
But they don't have like this. They have like black, white, and so on, but they don't have black Somali American.
Let's see. There is an article from NPR, updated on the December 4th of 2025. Maybe that.
Yeah.
80,000 people of Somali descent currently live in Minnesota. 80,000 people. 89% of that.
That would be the whole like.
It will be nearly everyone. So, but as their Google search said, there were 60 convictions. That's a bit, if you do the maths.
Schools are illegal.
If you do the maths, if we take out Amy Bock, who's white, let's say 59 convictions, and all of those people were Somali.
Yeah.
59 people are 89% of 80,000.
No.
The math does not work out.
Yeah, that's the policy of George Bush. No child like.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he created the circumstances for today. This George Bush guy.
Yes. I mean, we can go further back. Reagan was.
He started it, but George Bush, that no child.
When was Jimmy Carter president? Before Reagan?
Before him, and 70s.
I mean, Carter also, slowly started the neoliberal stuff.
Yeah, but he was one of the better presidents.
Yes, but come on.
Yeah, you compare to who? To I don't know.
I mean, look.
To compare to other US presidents, great. Compared to
yes, but compared to literally just being a good human being,
then nobody's good. No president is good.
But 89% of convicted defendants in that case were Somali. And that's what makes me so pissed about this particular piece of evidence that Nick presents. The exact thing that he is showing me on his phone in the video is what I put on screen on the final cut.
Oh, sorry. 54, roughly 54 people who were convicted were Somali. 54 is still not 89% of 80,000.
Yeah.
Just to anyone who's wondering.
We have a school system.
I did exactly what I said I would. He frames my decision to put that on screen as some kind of like liberal ball-busting fact check, but it's actually supplemental context for something he is literally fucking showing me, which is why it pisses me off. So that's all I have to say.
Imagine you have to interview this toddler for 2 hours.
I mean, I would not. Honestly, I would not. There is nothing to be gained from it except for showing how ignorant he is and how
racist.
Yeah, how
ignorant, racist.
How bigoted he is, how ignorant he is, and how he's doing all of that intentionally.
Yeah, and how he's a fat who is doing propaganda.
Yes.
Other
than that, there is nothing to be gained from that except for losing brain cells while talking to him.
Yeah, and I watched the cut version, like Andrew helped him with that, that he don't look so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't realize that he looked stupid after after he saw the comments. That's the thing. He was not like, oh, maybe I was not my best performance on. After he saw the comments. If he never saw the comments, he would say, oh, I did a great interview.
I'm so good.
I was like Andrew Callaghan. I was great. But it's
in a phase in my life where I've been doing this for so long and I care about this so much that I don't want to play these kind of games, especially with people who can't take an L. I want to put my credibility on the line by spinning things in a way that benefits their reputation.
He literally went out of his way to try and make me look bad, which is not cool. And I wouldn't say that's like very benevolent of him to do.
He tries to make us joke.
Yeah, now he's trying to make a bad joke.
That was purposely, but bro, at least if you make right-wing propaganda, know to speak, know to
Yes.
read, and don't insult anybody's intelligence, please.
I think my policy moving forward, especially when working with people who are filming their own versions of things and lack the integrity to be honest with their fan base, is to either go live during every interview or upload the full raw files on Patreon the moment a Final Cut hits YouTube, so there's no room for these kinds of shenanigans, because it's exhausting, and I've got real investigations and real documentaries in the field, in the works, that I need to prioritize over these Miletta's antics. 2026, keep my fucking name out your mouth. 5.
Based.
Great.
Yeah, like I watched it. I watched it before. I want to
You watched the normal interview, right?
normal interview,
Yes.
and then come on, I I like to suffer, but not for free. And yeah, this interview, just talking points, talking about racist, bigoted, distraction from the Epstein files. Like I will say it again and again, again. It's
Yes.
just but the distraction was kind of funny. The distraction is with I want to see the children, and the people were like, oh, Trump also wanted to see the children. Epstein wanted also see the children. Like they are like, okay, talk about that, but not about the Epstein case, because that hurts us the most. That's the reason why we talk about it. That's the reason why people on the internet talk about it. And that's the reason why the government don't want that you talk about the Epstein files. Like that's a table kitchen issue. Like, Thanksgiving dinner or Easter dinner. And then you say, oh, to your conservative uncle, what do you think about the Epstein files? Why they're not released? While the president is protecting pedophiles. In a great atmosphere, then.
Yes. But yeah,
What's your what you learned from that video?
I learned nothing. What am I supposed to learn from it?
That
I
you-
mean, except that Nick Shirley is bad at grifting.
Yeah, and the people who watches him and say he's legit are stupid. And I learned, I don't need to speak English or something. I don't need to learn. I just need to learn the talking points, and I don't need to speak like I just can say words wrong and don't. And
Yeah, that is also something that is like, I think is very sad. It's just about talking points. It's not about nothing else, basically.
Yeah.
And that also goes for not only for like interviews and internet discourse, whatever, but also for politics itself.
Yeah.
It's just talking points, talking points, talking points.
Yeah, debates are not there to convince the other side or the other people. It's more like it's a football match, and
There has to be a clear winner.
yeah, and then you have the team, the fans, and somebody's rooting for Shirley, somebody's for other people, and then
Yes.
but it's for the audience, the debates. It's not for convincing the other person, because the right wing on the right, dishonest, getting paid. Yeah, you can't
I
convince.
mean, the thing is the left.
Who is the left in America?
Yeah,
the
they're-
liberal.
The Democrats are not left wing.
No, I
you
mean
know.
not the politicians, but the content creators. Like
There are not a lot, because
Yeah, but-
being left leaning on the internet is not a good thing.
don't bring you money. It's
Yeah.
just other people disagree with you. And there was this 1630 or the 1420 fund, like this.
Oh,
Dark money.
the dark money
Yeah.
fund.
But this was not money. Like
Yeah, that was just a bit, like compared to what some right wing content creators get
oh, that's
for
good
their
money.
things. Like
Good
they
money.
get good money,
If-
and they get to sell their products.
Yeah.
So
Leaning. That was a merchandise. This hoodie, like this learning center.
yes,
And if this doesn't work out, we will go to the right, and we will pretend like the Twitter bots that we are from America, but we will be account based in Austria. But we
Yeah,
will
and
pretend
then-
we are from Alabama.
then we'll see if we can get like a contract with the Austrian right wing, and maybe also the Germans.
But maybe from the American, because they will they will just give us. You just say the talking points, and here you have money.
Well, yeah, that would also be
Yeah.
very simple. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, but people don't watch Nick Shirley, don't engage with his talking. Like, okay, a lot of people talked about it. That's the reason why we talk about it. You know, he was, the vice president retweeted him.
Yes.
So, like, you can ignore that. But to argue against this bad faith talking points, it doesn't bring. He will not be convinced. The people who believe him will not be convinced. Just say you are a moron to believe that. That's the only right response. Like, to say go out of my face, you are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be like that, where people were like, okay, you're just talking shit, you're just making no sense.
You don't make an argument. If you watch,
Yeah.
this was a 50-minute video, but the cutted version was 50 minutes, and we would make a 3-hour reaction video, and then that's not worth it for me. Like,
No.
but yeah, see you. Like and
Yes,
subscribe.
like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what we can do better. Tell us your opinion.
Of course, they have an opinion.
Yes, I mean, everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
but not a lot of knowledge. That was the
Yes.
title.
Oh, he said it. He said it.
Like, but we will also make a video to show you how to convince people from Mamdani, Mega for Mamdani video.
Oh yeah, true. There
we
is
will
Maga
make
for
that.
Mamdani.
We will make that, and then we will show you how to convince people, and not with
Without talking points.
yeah, not with talking points that make sense, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With
The money people pirate.
yeah. With actual.
Therefore, yeah.
With actual facts and data, and not with, oh, my gut feeling.
The gut feeling, yeah, it's just racism.
Yeah.
They call it gut feeling. I call it racism and ignorance and stupidity. Stupidity.
Benevolent.
People, I just make a joke. Benevolent. Bye bye.
But good.
I love you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.